Hi Oscar.
Hello.
Congratulations. A dominant weekend so far. What could stop you repeating that both tonight and tomorrow?
Mistakes, really, I guess. I think even yesterday, they had a pretty big mistake on my lap. So I think, nothing's guaranteed at all. A lot of people can try and change things on their car, so other teams might find a bit more performance. I think Red Bull will probably find some pace. Just because it's gone well so far doesn't mean it's going to continue that way, but I think everything's been smooth so far, which has been nice. And I think, the kind of baseline performance we've come into the weekend with has been very strong. So hopefully we can just slightly build on that.
Well done today, thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, you pipped him to the mic.
Yes.
Can you pip him to pole this afternoon? What have you learnt so far this evening? What have you learnt so far? Because you were closer than maybe you thought you were going to be.
Yeah.
And the start was competitive.
Yeah, I mean, my lap yesterday, I was exceptionally happy with, one of my best of the season, and obviously only good enough for P2. So I think we have to set expectations slightly. We know they're really quick. We actually struggle arguably a bit more in qualifying because the high-speed corners are so quick. We lose a lot of downforce on our car when the car is really low to the ground. But we'll go again and see if we can get in the top 3, fight for pole, and go from there.
Thanks.
He's very welcome to say everything he wants. To be honest, he kind of earned the right. He's won 4 world championships. I have a lot of respect, and I think that gives anyone a lot of credit in general. He's achieved an incredible amount, more than anyone generally dreams of achieving. So, Max generally has a good clue about a lot of things, but there's also a lot of things he doesn't have much of a clue about. But this is also Red Bull's way of going about things. Is this kind of aggressive nature and just talking nonsense a lot of the time. So it depends if you want to listen to it and talk about it like you love to, or you do what we do as a team, which is just kind of keep our heads down, keep focused. So maybe he would have done, but he hasn't so far, and he keeps trying.
Hi Max. At the start of that, we thought it looked like a different car to yesterday, but then you came on the radio talking about the bouncing and jumping again. So how much work is there to do to get this car in the window you want for this afternoon, do you think?
Yeah, it's been difficult so far. The start was of course good, and I think the first 3 laps I just pushed a bit more compared to the guys ahead to try and have an opportunity, knowing that passing was tough. But after that, you just get into the same trouble. And of course, the more the tires wear, the more you feel those kind of issues. And that basically also then prevented us from really following them. I mean, I was basically just doing my own race out there. And that's, we need to work on that. Try and get rid of the bouncing, jumping, understeer in general in the long corners. That's still a big problem.
All right, thank you. Charles, Lewis said on his radio that he doesn't know how the team made the car worse today. Was that your feeling as well? Did the car feel worse today? And if it did, how so?
He definitely did. I have no idea how that happened from qualifying to today. The feeling has changed completely to yesterday. And I don't really know from where it's coming from. So we'll definitely experience for tonight and see. But I kind of agree with Lewis that today was extremely difficult, to not say worse than that. The first lap was just, I was struggling to keep the car on track. Lost 4 or 5 positions, and then there were still lots of mistakes because it was extremely difficult to drive. So I don't quite understood what happened there.
All right, thank you. Charles also said his car was worse today than it was yesterday. But from your point of view specifically, what would you like from the car now that you can tell the team about? And if it's a list of things, can you prioritise it for us so we can understand what you're dealing with?
I'll be here all day.
You don't have to give us the whole list,
Yeah,
but
I'll be here all day.
What's at the top for you, and what could happen soon?
Well, I mean, we started from the pit lane because we wanted to explore and make some changes. They had some things they found on the simulator last night, so we implemented those changes, and the car was really in the wrong direction and very, very difficult for whatever reason, clearly for both of us. But we just don't have any stability. So when I say that, is the rear end is not planted, so it's sliding, snapping a lot. Then we have bouncing. So when you're going into corners like turn 10, the thing starts bouncing. We have a lot of mid-corner understeer. And then you apply the steering and then it snaps and you try and catch it. So it's different between low, medium and high, and it's a fight like you couldn't believe.
Thank you. Thanks. Yuki, is there any frustration from your side that this, one of your best weekends in a while, has come so late in this season?
No, I mean it's always good, and I think I'm able to show some good paces in the last four few races, and it's a matter of putting it all together. So nothing frustration at all, and I'm going in the right direction.
Go well this afternoon. Kimi, track limits for you, but also Yuki and others were finding it really tough to keep it on track out there. What have you learnt, though, that you can take into qualifying this afternoon, and can you match George's pace of yesterday, do you think?
Well, definitely it's going to be important that every lap is valid for qualifying. I feel like the pace was actually pretty okay in those last 3 laps of the sprint. Big learnings from yesterday and also today's in the sprint. So yeah, just looking forward to the qualifying, and I'll try to make sure to do a better result.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fernando, a phenomenal lap yesterday put you in that position, but was it always going to be hard to maintain it? And is P7 a good result then today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we know where we are. P7 today is better than what we probably have in terms of performance, and yesterday was beyond what we have in performance. So yeah, I think happy with the points. We need to repeat that kind of performance in qualifying today in a few hours time, and then tomorrow we try to win the top 10 again. Every point is gold at the moment for the Constructor Championship. So yeah, we are all in trying to help the team.
Thank you. Thanks.